What is OBS doing? Behaving mighty oddly. But oh well. We are now on. Hey, Eternal Lady, how's it going? Ah, coffee. So we got our Christmas tree. Tonight is decoration time, I guess. Hey, Quentin. Hey, Iluarts. Welcome back. And Dearbard. Oh yeah. So day 3 of this postcard. I'm gonna today try to work on the colors and contrast. I think that is the goal of the day, is to further push palette and details slightly. Just kind of taking the color direction one step further, fixing some weird places and so on. I think that's the plan for today, and then ideally have everything defined better now. A little bit now, as I feel it, everything is a little bit samey at the moment, so I got to make sure that there's a little bit more separation. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. Hey, Zealin and Alms, how's it going? Right, so that's the game plan today. So let's start. So one thing that I think I need to do is up the contrast. And then, hey Lurib, how's it going? Awesome to see you back, man. Welcome. All right, so one thing that I was also thinking I should do is put some cooler tones, like in the light that's facing to the right, so that I can use it to my advantage to help define the form, right? Because we don't want to render everything towards black, right? Because that's counterproductive. So what we'll have now is like cold versus warm interaction to help sell the illusion of depth better, right? So we can push these two channels, if you may, against each other to further help push depth. I'm very good, thank you, dear Lurib. How's school? You must be reaching the end of the semester, if I'm not mistaken. How's life with living with your girlfriend finally? It must be nice too. I'm assuming it's the first time you live together. Must be nice. Hey, Amir. Glad that you could make it, man. Welcome. So the ideal of the end of the stream today is that I should almost be able to switch off the layer of line art, and the picture should somewhat read as intended, right? That's the ideal goal. Hey Mila, all praise Queen Mila. Oh, that's cool, Hurri. That's great. So I'm not gonna try to add too much shadows. I think that's gonna be a little bit of a trap. Um, so what I want to try is just kind of generally block in some stuff, um, because I don't want to start out too much into details, right? I still just want to color stuff in, even though there is a lot of shadow details already. I'm gonna just try not to do it too much. Just fix some edges, local color, and things like that. So if we switch off the layer, yeah, right. It's going the right direction. Mila, yeah, exactly. That's the idea is that it's gonna be the second in the series, the Forest Walker. Because I like the way the Forest Walker ended up, and it's a style that I like to paint in. Also, it's a little bit nice for clients to see. Um, just a general good, fresh, uh, comfort comfort style for me. You know, using some of my strengths. Obviously, now I'm painting light, which I should really try not to. I need to remind myself to try not to do that too much. But it's going to be required to do some. Like I need to enhance edges and so on. So obviously I gotta have to paint some light, uh, and some light is required. Obviously I shouldn't shun away from painting light too much. But what I'm meaning by try not to do light too much is just go into like all these finer details, because I need to establish the painting before. Hey Tristan, how's it going, man? Good morning. Luria, yeah, well, he doesn't have horns. He's wearing a big piece of wood. But yeah, intent is to make him different. That's one of the things I wanted to do today was to give him a second color to help him uh, stray away from being a pink naked guy. So I was thinking yesterday that one of the ways to help sell that illusion, uh, that he's not just a pink naked guy, is to have a secondary color. So I might as well do that now. So I was thinking, what could that secondary color be? So maybe, like a blue nose, blue ears, um, you know, change the color of the fingertips. I don't know if it's going to be blue. I can easily change that. But something like that uh, like puts the character away from just a fat pink naked guy. I think blue would work well, and it makes him become a contrast point. but you know, there's more than one color in the palette. So that's the question, like what what color should he have? But I mean, that being said, blue is kind of nice, you know. I'll keep that on a separate layer so we can easily adjust that. Um, so, all right, like a rhyme or something, Amir, so that you have to illustrate what the other person's words are. That's a pretty cool idea. Okay. I mean, that's a mighty challenge by the sounds of it. Hey, Captain Jetlag, how's it going, man? Nice of you to join in. I shouldn't, like I said, I shouldn't. I mentioned that I shouldn't uh, overwork it at this point. I think I'll take that back. I think what I gotta do is just work the whole image to a point where all the values are good and so on. Because why limit myself, right? I was sitting and thinking like I'm constantly fighting against going to rendering more. But I then I tried to reason like what's the thinking behind that, and I couldn't justify it. So I take it back of what I said that I need to limit it, and I think I'll just kind of try to work on the image as a whole towards what I will try to make into the final version at some point, right? So just overall just attention, right? And try to establish as much as possible as early as possible, um, without zooming in and going too much detail. Now I'm not sure about the blue. It's a bit weird. We'll see. Hey, Captain Balls! Let's read the wall of text. Captain Warmup. Yeah, that's good. That's funny. So what's everyone's plan for today? Actually, it's getting it's in December. It's the last rush of the year, right? Everyone is gonna go on vacation soon. Work hard, play hard. Hmm. One thing I was thinking about the other day was like doing personal projects. I was because I have a book, a kid's book I want to make, and it's and I also have like I want to make a movie. I have a movie idea, a couple. I have all these things I want to do, and the biggest problem is just time management, right? It's like how should in what way can I find time to do it all? And uh, and it's such a big problem of like how to find time for doing projects. And that's one of the cool things like seeing on Discord is people going away being busy, and then they're coming back saying, oh, here's my latest like little art project, right? And then they show some really cool update, and everything looks great. And it makes me just remember the importance of sticking with it. Deadlines. Ugh. Arms. Oh yeah, you have to share your progress on Discord arms with your right contest, or share the link to your sketchbook, and we can all bombard with comments. Captain Jetlag. Yeah, definitely half an hour a day makes a huge difference. But that's the thing, right? It's about, oh, you have to be so grown up. You have to you have to plan. You have to do all these things in order to get somewhere, right? Uh, but that's also the beauty of it. It's like it's not for free. You have to anything worth doing. You gotta put time aside for, and that's always so. That's I think I posted on Discord a link to a movie where they talked about like the issues of millennials, um, like how how they are thinking versus how older generations are thinking and so on. But that's besides the point. The point what I'm trying to make was uh, what was the point I was trying to make by bringing that up? It was an analogy to um, oh god damn it, projects taking time, growing up, having to set it. Oh yeah, now I remember where where I was going with it. Like because in that movie they were talking about social media and always staying online, and how that affects the way we're thinking. And also obviously it's a built-in reward system with feel-good chemicals the body releases when someone writes something on Facebook and so on. Um, Captain Jetlag, if you go to Discord in inspiration or useful links, I can try to dig it out afterwards. Uh, yeah, but I'll continue my point. But yeah, Captain Jetlag, yeah, you have to be grown up. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Uh, hey, Boca Lemon, how's it going? You're new. Welcome. Anyway, so back to my rant. So what they were saying more or less was there was lots of different points in that movie, but yeah, you could take away from that movie a little bit of what you think is right or wrong, but um, one thing that I was going to mention at some point was the thing about social media and personal projects, right? We 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 get so oversaturated with everyone's efforts that we forget that projects that mean something take time, right? And in a way, I am contributing to that illusion with doing these 30-minute warm-ups, right? Because it's you see an update from me every day, like wow, he just doesn't stop drawing and all these things. I'm not obviously not tooting my own horn here, but that what my point being is that you get always updated with something, and it's easy to forget that something worthwhile takes time, and because everyone goes away, like I'm getting to the point now, everyone goes away and do their stuff, and then you see an update. But when you have thousands and thousands of people all going away and then updating, and from your point of view, you're just sitting and watching all these people updating, and you go, holy shit, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. It's like, why is my project taking so long? uh, but I always forget, at least, that it's the fact that projects that are bigger take longer time, and if you're just one guy, it takes even longer. But because of internet, you can see everyone's projects being updated all the time, and you just feel like you don't have any say in, like you can't keep up. Because it's true, you can't keep up with thousands of people that constantly updates their projects. Abuka Lemon, oh really? Oh, that's interesting. Would you mind linking that interview, even though it probably is in French? I'd like to see. Oh, thank you very much, Buka. Yeah, this is a Christmas card. This is day 3 of the project, so we'll see. I will try to finish it on stream. So every day, as you're new, every day I stream for 30 minutes as a warm up stream. Then I'll go offline and keep doing my job. So every morning at the same time, I'm streaming here, and then I switch off. So if you want to join in, all you need to remember is this time, and join my channel every morning, and we can sit here and talk some shit over a cup of coffee. Captain Jetlag, yeah, and Instagram. Instagram, the Instagram internet bliss. Everyone is looking like they have like picture perfect lives, and they you can walk down the street and you see everyone posing on their Instagram, but then when they put down the phone, they look like they just been robbed. But then they smile and pose and do all those silly things on for a photo, and then you know. Uh, and I also have a friend. She she's quite Instagram heavy. She's very like keen on keeping an appearance online, but she has like this back catalog of good
Hey, who wants to play
of
Drink
good
the Beer?
photos.
Right here.
Hey, Tim Rimmers,
You
cheers for
win.
the
All
host, man.
right. What do I win?
You
Another
win a beer,
beer.
you
Oh, I'm
win a
going for the
beer,
high
and
score.
you win a beer. Yeah, anyway, so like what she has is she has a back catalog of great photos, and that she updates with like every day now and then. Like, so it looks like she has a super busy life, but she's actually just updating a photo there, sitting there, and it's like, it's just an illusion. And I always get reminded about that. Uh, I always get reminded about that, and realizing like, oh yeah, now I remember again, like that. life is just like an illusion on internet. That this is not actual truth of what's happening, and all these people doing all these fantastic things is just an amalgamation of what everyone is doing, rather than a reflection of how little I am. You know. Hey, Tim Remmers, you're a star, man. And for everyone who wants to go see Tim Remmers, he streams, I think, almost every day, working on their game. It's a really cool guy. Go give him some love for those who don't. Tim Remmers for president. You have a presidential name. President Tim Remmers. Maybe not Tim. Tim is too casual. It has to be something more grandiose. Timothy. Is a presidential name Timothy? Is that a little bit too boyish? Timmy. It's Congressman Tim. Yeah? Timotheus. That's pretty presidential, actually. Timotheus Remmers. Remmers sounds like a good general. Maybe General Tim Remmers. There we go. That sounds way more correct. General Tim Grand General Tim Remmers. Now we're on to something. Überhauptleutnant Tim Remmers. You became a Nazi all of a sudden. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hey, Voodoo Breakfast, how's it going, man? Good morning. So where are we with time? We've got 5 minutes left. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's try to get a little bit more done. Like I said, I didn't want to get caught up in details, which I did. God damn it. But it's okay. We're moving forward, at least. It's going in the right direction. I'm not sure about the blue parts of him, but it's a great accent. But I'm not sure. I think maybe I need to switch him up, of the color of him, the actual body color of him. I might need to change up, actually. Because I don't want to. I don't. Okay. How to put it in words? I want him to stand out, right? But also I want him to be a part of the time sprites, these little creatures coming in running. So the question is, at the moment now, he's a polar opposite. He has no kind of connection with them other than that they are there. But then, is that good enough? You know? That is the question. I think it is good enough. But if I would make him white, would that, would that tie them all together even more? And have those blue accents in the fingertips? So let's do I mean, I need to figure this out before I start doing the final pass of the painting, obviously. So what I'm going to do now is just a quick dirty pass to try to see if we can't quickly change the way we look at him. So like that. Now they're all tied together. Now they're all. What do you think? What do you all think? Slappery. Now you could almost think that it's inspired by Adventure Time. Yeah, it's definitely more creature-like, and it also removes him from being a pink naked guy. I think this is the way. Yeah. All right. It is confirmed. Whoa. What time is it? Ah, shit. 1 minute left. Nice. That's great. But we're closer, which is good. So I said at the beginning of the stream, ideally I'll be at a place where I can switch the line art off and we'll see the painting as is. I doubt we are at that place today. Mostly due to the fact that I got a little bit lost in the brushwork, but also trying to figure out him out, being undecisive, but could be worse. We are at least moving forward, and we got many days until I need to have this finished. I think now, yeah, he's definitely way more harmonized. I think he will look cool. And we also removing him a little bit from Adventure Time this way, but he's I don't think I can ever hide that analogy. But it's also not a bad analogy. I don't mind people thinking, oh, you got inspired by Adventure Time. Everyone loves Adventure Time. So in that way, it's okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So let's switch off the line art. Yes, it's moving in the right direction. Still, I'm not super keen on the palette. How can I fix the palette? I could. Let's try one thing. Yes, something more like that. Something that helps to punch up the saturation and value a little bit more, because it's very dirty. The palette is not clean, and this, I think, helps it. Captain Bose, yeah, it's a good point. I should give him something to cover up. Maybe he could even have his beard. How about we give him beard like this? And the beard coming up in the back here. So we don't need to solve the where's his exit, where's his what's it called? Sausage and mash? Is that what the joke was? Sausage and beans. I don't know. Eric Moore. Yeah, it's a good point. Some green in there. This red might be a little bit too strong, but it was definitely needed. I think the rhythm makes it read a little bit better, and I think with a lot of adjustments later on, like finer adjustments and volumetrics and so on, I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. I got faith. We could also try before I end the stream. What happens if I do this? Something more like that. You know, that separates the depth a bit. Obviously, this is the wrong. It's very but it needs something to help shift, like shift the flatness. But I'm not sure about the extent of it, because I also like the warmth. I'll save it for later. Anyways, time's up. A mistletoe. Yeah. Yeah, why not? It could be hanging in the doorway. Like here. Could have some leaves of it falling away. Okay. Yeah, I will add that bluer in for later, but at the moment everything is too rough. But I'll start working that in. It will give it a nice gradient upwards. Schmaze, yeah, I'm always there, more or less. I mean, obviously I'm working, but when I have time, I'll definitely I'll keep throw a quick eye in Discord now and then. So if you want to write to me something, just go ahead and write. For everyone else, just join on Discord if you guys want to talk art. There's plenty of people there interested. Cheers, Chilsrand. It's a bit cheesy with snow, but it's a good one. All right, thanks everyone for coming. Click follow if you haven't. Above all you rock stars already have. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Bye. Outro time.